back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Set, 8, read. You. Tight dog. Ready, go. And go.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Strip that ball.
Kaepernick going to throw. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catch. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Zadarius Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Kaepernick. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Here we go. 6 orange. Lock it. Switch. Ready, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there for Denver. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 11. The Packers 29-yard line.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 12 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay.
At the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw, Kaepernick. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
For the field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right side. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is taken at the 15. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's caught over the middle by Fant.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
Brings up third down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Right here, right here.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He finds Riddick, complete. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Escaping the pressure right. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Kenny Clark in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
On the ready. Dog. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback ready. Go.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. This is Riddick on the screen. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Theo Riddick, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On the ground, this is Williams. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
319. Second one. Let's go. Switch it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
You go tight. You got tight. Inside. Hey, Haywood.
From the 16, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jamal Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another run by Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Oh, and can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 36, 36. Mike Swamp in. 42. Ready.
Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And no, it's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Dad,
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Check 3, check 3. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hayward, 42. Set, go.
Play action. Now Kaepernick rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Williams. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams, and they're going to drop him well shy of the first.